Hi thinkers, welcome to ThinkX Academy. In this video, I'm going to share 5 tips of becoming a better programmer. So basically these tips are coming from my experience, right? So before getting started with this video, make sure to support me by subscribing this channel. And at the end of the video, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. And I make so many videos on this channel related to programming also, so you can also check that out. So the first tip is obviously to start with some programming language, but not only the programming language, you will also have to think about the whole career path that is going to come and you're going to follow in that, right? For example, let's say you are actually picking up a language. Let's say you pick up Java, and it's not that you just pick up the programming language. You will have to be specific about what career you are going to follow. So basically, if you are using Java, you will have to know and do a little bit of research on what are the things that you can do with Java and how can you set up your career in it. For example, in Java, you have the option to become an Android developer, or you can even become an enterprise web developer, which is by making web apps and websites which are on enterprise level. So if you're a Python developer, there are several options, like you can go into the machine learning field, the data science field, and there are some website development also, which includes learning frameworks like Django, Flask, and there are so many things. So you will have to put your concentration on a single programming language. You will have to see what is the career path. You will have to do your own research. So basically how you can do research is, first of all, you will have to choose a programming language and the career path according to the geographical region where you can actually work. For example, let's say you live in United States, or let's say you are living in India. So what you have to do is, there are some websites which you can where you can just crop the location where you are currently living, and then what you just have to do is just find the job listings, and basically I will show you an example. Now in this example, you can see there is a Java posting, and in this Java posting you can see they are actually demanding some basically tools and frameworks and all the things that the company wants you to know, right? So do this type of research and choose the whole career path, and remember to stick with it, right? Then only you will be able to get the right job for you. So that's the very important tip. Now moving on to the second tip. Second tip is very important. Second tip will help you stay motivated in this whole programming career journey, in this whole journey. So it is all about joining the community, joining and finding your community. Let me give you an example. Let's suppose you are an Android developer. If you're an Android developer, what you have to do is you will have to find where the other community of Android developers is, right? So what you can do is you can just go on Twitter. You can find some people on there. You can even follow the official you can find the official Twitter page of Android developers and Google developers, and like this, and you can and in the process you will be able to get some suggestions related to Android development, which will include some pages, some groups, and in this way you will have to find your community. You can find it on Telegram, it can be on Facebook pages, and it can be some, you can see in Instagram also. There are so many developers who post daily about what they are developing. So like 100 days of code challenge, and there are so many things that they're doing on Instagram which will motivate you to do that thing. And basically you're going to make some connections in this process also with some cool developers who will help you in this journey. So what you will be able to know is, first, in the community you will be able to ask your doubts, you will be able to learn about what new technologies are coming, and you will be able to fully clear about what exactly is there in this career path. So that's the very important tip, which is tip number 2. Let's move on to tip number 3, which is really important. and it is all about participating. So now let's say you have picked up a programming language. Let's say you have learned Java or Python, and now even if you're a beginner level Java programmer or a Python programmer, what you just have to do is you will have to find out the hackathons which are going on inside your geographic region. For that, you will have to follow some pages, Facebook pages like something. You can even search on Google about what hackathons in your location, and you will be able to get that results. So participating in hackathons, even I have participated in the hackathon by JetBrains, and there are a lot of hackathons I have participated in. And from my experience, I'm telling you this, that hackathon is not about winning it. It's all about gaining experience and knowing about more developers and seeing how the projects are made on the enterprise level. So it is really very important. So it also gives you some confidence also if you're not competing in the hackathon. If you're going to a hackathon for learning purpose, it will motivate you for this whole journey. Let's move on to the next tip. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 is about documenting everything, right? For let's say you have created a project, a beginner project, not a project that you're going to release someday, a project which you're just making for learning purpose. You can share it on some platforms. For example, let's say GitHub. So GitHub is basically a platform where you can post your projects, and they are open source. So more developers can also contribute to that. And if you want a full article on how to use GitHub, you can download my Android application that I've created on the Play Store, or I will just give the link in the description. You can download it from there. And after logging in, you will be able to see in the article section, I've written an article related to GitHub. You will be able to see how the projects are basically published on GitHub and how to push and commit changes on that. So that's all. So it is very important that you document everything. So if let's say today you are learning a concept in C++, let's say you have learned classes and objects, and now you have created some programs. So what you can do is you can actually create on your own Instagram page or Twitter page, and there what you can do is you can just click a picture, and in the description you can write that today I have learned this, and basically it's 100 days of code challenge where you have to show what you are coding in 100 days, right? So it is a very good way, and basically after these 100 days you will realize that you were so much productive in these days. And whenever you document about whatever projects you're working on, whatever concepts you have learned, so someday when you will reach a level, you will be able to see things that you have done and what are the things that will also help you. Next tip number 5. It is a common tip. A lot of people know this, a lot of people don't, so I think I should share it. So tip number 5 is basically about the code that you are writing. So do not try to remember the codes, right? Whenever you remember that, you cannot just memorize whole codes. You will have to find out what frameworks are there. You have to know how to Google things and how to get to directly to that link where the problem is solved, and you will have to find that way out. And basically when you will start developing apps, you don't need to remember the syntax. You will be able to understand it on your own. So that's all for this tutorial. If you have liked all these tips and if they helped you in your journey, basically, so you can just share this video and support me by subscribing, and make sure to comment something in the comment section below. It will motivate me and I will make more videos like this. And basically on this channel we already have some tutorials related to Java basics, Python, C++, even machine learning and artificial intelligence. So if you're new to this channel, just go and check out my channel. So thanks for watching.